Hey everyone, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Steph and this is my little romance reading corner. I mostly read romance and that is what I'm hauling for you today. I have a really exciting book haul. It's actually quite a large book haul. I don't know if it's more than my last one. Got two big boxes and an Amazon parcel. This is going to be a book outlet haul, but I wanted to haul the book I also got from Amazon, so I'm just going to put that in at the beginning. This is probably going to be a long one, and yeah, grab yourself a drink and a snack because this is going to be a super fun romance book haul, and I'm so excited to open these parcels. It's currently like 11 o'clock at night and I was supposed to receive these parcels tomorrow, but I ended up getting them today and I had to work. So as soon as I got off work, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film this book haul because I'm super excited. You may be thinking, Stephanie, didn't you just do a haul like 12 days ago, 2 weeks ago, around that time? Yes, I did, but I have no self-control, and there was a huge sale on Book Outlet, so of course I purchased some more books, and yeah, let's get right into this video and unbox all of the books I have today. Just wanted to put a little like disclaimer thing. Everything here was bought with my own money. Book Outlet, if you don't know what Book Outlet is, it's discounted books basically, and a lot of it is like extra books or books from publishers and stuff like that. Sometimes they may have like little like marker ticks on the bottom of them for like the markdown price and things like that. Sometimes they may have little blemishes, like nothing to be too worried about, but they do have little imperfections. So if you're somebody who needs the book like absolutely mint condition, maybe this isn't the website for you. But honestly, I take very well care of my books and I'm very particular on them, and I find that they are just great. You know, I haven't seen anything where like the back cover's ripped off or, you know, it's missing pages or anything like that. They're all in really pristine condition. They just may have like a few little blemishes here and there. But yeah, let's get right into unboxing because I'm super excited to see what I got, because honestly it's been like 2 weeks or more since I ordered this stuff. Now in regards to shipping, it did take like 2 weeks to get to me, but I live on an island. I live in Newfoundland, and if you live somewhere where shipping is more accessible, like you get your Amazon Prime the next day or in 2 days or whatever it may be, which is not the case here, then you're probably going to get this order within like 5 days or so. Like I said, because I live on an island, things have to get shipped in and all that kind of stuff. So it did take me a while to get all this stuff. I mostly order online because I don't have the privilege of going to a bookstore near me. My closest bookstore I think is almost 2 hours away. So online shopping is where it's at for me. But yeah, let's get right into it. Enough chit-chatting. Okay, so first I'm going to open this Amazon parcel. I know what this book is. I'm just really hoping it is. Okay, so you'll see when I pull this book out, I was waiting for the new cover for this book to be released on Amazon, and just so happened that the sale was still continuing for this book even after the new cover was released on Amazon. So if you can't see by the excitement on my face, I'm super excited to have this book. I actually have already read it, but I had to own it. This is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I am obsessed with this cover. It's like this like watercolor look to it. I didn't really realize that it was that big of a book, but I read this on my phone and I absolutely loved this book. Don't get me wrong, the other cover that was like the original one, which a lot of people prefer that one, was such a beautiful cover as well. But when I seen this on their Instagram page, I was like, I am not ordering that book until it comes in that cover, because this is right up my alley. It's so artsy, it's so beautiful. I think it's gonna look lovely on my shelf. I just love it. Okay, so about this book, this is, I'm just going to kind of tell you a bit of the tropes and things like that. It's alternating timelines, so you get like when they were kids to what they are now. It's second chance romance, kind of like childhood best friends to lovers. It's an amazing book, and if you haven't already read it, I recommend reading it. It is such a beautiful book. Absolutely loved it. It was a 5-star read for me. You definitely need to check it out. Yeah, love this new cover. Okay, I guess we'll start with the smaller box. This one I think maybe has more books than the bigger one. One thing I will say about Book Outlet is that when I've ordered from them before, before they had this kind of packaging, I found that their stuff was a lot more secure. They actually put like paper and things around their books, but now they just kind of like throw them in the box. I haven't had any issues, fingers crossed, with my books looking like more damaged than they should be. I mean, they don't come damaged, but you know what I mean, like, you know, the here and there kind of blemish. But I'm surprised that it's not more protected. So the first book I am pulling out here is Top 10 by Katie. I don't know the last name. You can look it up. It's got a super cute cover on it. I actually have seen this on Book Outlet quite a few times. I don't remember exactly what it is about. Like I said, like, see, there's like a little marker tick there. Yeah, I don't see anything else wrong with it besides that. So yeah, I just thought that was like a super cute romance kind of thing. I'm excited to get to that one. The next book that I got is also by that same author. It's called You Say It First. One thing I noticed about this one, it has that little tick on the bottom, and there's like a little bit of like a dirt marks on the edge, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure that will wipe off pretty easily. I don't know too much about them, and I'm not going to go into like a synopsis about each one, honestly, because we would be here all day. But yeah, that's that one there. Super cute cover, by the way. Love the blush pink. The next book that I got, these books are actually, okay. Can you see the size difference? I've never seen a book that size. Like, it's not, I don't know what to say about it. It's not a mass market paperback, because I do have a couple of mass market paperbacks here, and I'll show you the difference. Like, it's not the size of a mass market paperback. It is bigger. But regardless, this is part of the Bridgerton series. If you don't know about Bridgerton as the books, you probably know because of the Netflix series. Honestly, I had seen Bridgerton in the bookstores for quite a while, and I wasn't really into like the whole like period drama kind of thing. But I watched the TV show on Netflix, and honestly, I was hooked, and I was like, I need to buy the books because I'm really back into reading and I want to check them out. So this one is Eloise's story. I can't remember how many, like what number in the series this is, but this is about one of the younger sisters. Super excited to get that. The next book that's in here is While We Were Dating by Jasmine Guillory. I really love the cover of this fluorescent orange. I purchased this book, and then I read some reviews, and a lot of people were saying that they didn't really enjoy this book, which is kind of sad. I'm really hoping that I'll like it. Honestly, the reason why I added it to my cart because of how pretty the cover is. I did read the synopsis on it, and I thought it sounded pretty good. Yeah, I am still excited to get to it, and obviously for my own opinion, but it looks really interesting, and can't wait to read that one. The next book that I got is another Katie book. I can't remember her last name, so I'm just gonna call her Katie. 9 Days and 9 Nights. It's kind of got like the same vibe as that first book, the one that says Top 10 with the people on the covers. I think this one is about, yeah, this is like a traveling kind of book. It says it's a sequel to her book 99 Days, and I don't think I got that one, but I think you might be able to read this on its own. Hopefully If not, I'll have to buy the first one, but another one I was really interested in, so I picked it up. The next book that I got is called Party of Two by Jasmine Guillory. I'm hoping I'm saying that name correctly. It's the same one that wrote this one here, While We Were Dating. And honestly, I read the back of this one online and I just thought it was pretty interesting, so I thought I'd pick it up. And yeah, they just seemed like they were some really cute romances, and I just thought I'd check them out. I think I might have something by this author already. I have not read anything by the author, but I think I do own a book by them, by this author. I do. It's called The Wedding Date, and I actually did get that on Book Outlet as well. This one here. So I'll take it down and show you. Oh, sorry, that's not it. This one here. This is by the same author, and I did get this one as well on Book Outlet, just not in the same haul. Actually from the first haul. I'd love to create a discussion down in the comments of how you guys like organize your books. I've decided to organize mine by color, and for the longest time I decided not to do that because honestly I just liked keeping my series and things together, and I kind of did that still with my fantasy side because I didn't want to mix those in with the romance, which is more of what I'm reading right now. But I really love the way that the rainbow looks. I just feel like the shelf looks a lot more put together. Anyways, continuing on with the haul. This one is called The Girl Least Likely by Katie. I can't even say the last name, but this was a different one from that one there. But this one here I seen on there, and I thought the cover was kind of interesting. Kind of looks like a Polaroids or maybe like a yearbook or something like that with all the pictures on it. Basically it said like all of the tropes that you love in romance is in this book. Like it's basically a book all about a bunch of tropes. It just says like the best friend crush, makeover trope, like the perfect cover, like there's a whole bunch of like different tropes it was supposed to have, and I'm not sure if that's going to be like a good thing or a bad thing, because sometimes books can like overdo it with too many tropes and too many things going on in the plot line. But I just thought it was kind of interesting that that was like the way that they were selling this book. It was like, oh, all the tropes you love in one book. So I thought I would check it out, and I thought the cover was really nice as well, so that was what prompted me to click on it and see what it was all about. So I'm excited to read that one. The next book that I have in here, honestly, it's kind of controversial because not a lot of people are into the After series anymore. That a lot of people are saying that it's like pretty toxic, which I do agree, but honestly the After series is what actually got me back into reading recently. Last year I had picked up the After series after I had watched a couple of the movies, and I was like, I feel like the movies are really not, like, I enjoyed the first one, and then the other ones were kind of like and I was like, you know what, I feel like the books could be so much better than this. So I read the books, and even though the relationship is super toxic and not something that you would want as a relationship, obviously, I did really enjoy the books, and I read them last year, like I said, so I'm kind of missing that whole Tessa and Hardin kind of thing, and just kind of that like world that's created in that book. So I did pick up this one here, which is called Nothing More, also by Anna Todd, and this one is about the brother, what's his name, Landon. So this one's about Landon and his relationship, and I don't know if this is, I think this is the first one, and then there's another one called Nothing Less, I believe, and they didn't have Nothing Less on there, they only had this one here, but I had this one on my Amazon wish list, and it was a lot more pricier than on Book Outlet, so I picked it up and I said, well, if I like this one, I'll buy the second one. If not, I won't continue. But I really did enjoy the After series, and I thought I'd like to dive back into that little bit of that kind of world again and see what that's all about. So yeah, I am really excited to get to this one. I don't know how high up this will be on my TBR list, but I am really interested in getting back into this. So then The last book in this box is another one by Jasmine Guillory, and this one's called The Wedding Party. Honestly, I've seen a lot of this author on TikTok. I got 3 books by her, and I technically have 4 now with the one on the shelf, and I've seen her covers everywhere because obviously they've got the characters on them. They're super pretty, they're eye-catching, so I wanted to check those out and see what they're all. Alrighty, we're on the last box, which is the bigger one, but I honestly think that it doesn't have as many books as this one did. I'm opening up off camera, by the way, just because of the fact that I don't want to show my address. Here is called Anna and the French Kiss. I have seen this everywhere, especially on TikTok, seen it on YouTube. It's actually quite a large book. I'm pretty sure there's 2 more in this. There's Lola and the Boy and Isla and the Happily Ever After. I do not own those 2. I think this is the first one. Just thought I would pick it up and check it out. Looks like it's about Paris. Looks like it's, you know, cutesy romance. That'd be right up my alley. I will say with this one, some of the pages are a little bit bent. You can see that. It's not a huge deal. Hopefully it'll flatten out when it's on my shelf. But yeah, can't go wrong. Honestly, I wish I had a price list here to tell you like how much I paid for these. Some of these books, I'm pretty sure for like the Bridgerton ones, they were having a like discounted sale, plus they were having like a buy one get one 50% off. So most of the Bridgerton books came to like $2 and something, which was amazing. They're definitely not that price on Amazon, so that's why I picked them up. The next book that I got is called The Viscount Who Loved Me. This is the second book in the Bridgerton series. I know that's the second one because they go in order by the names of them. I'm gonna actually I just want to see if this one is the same size as this one here. It is. So it's, would you consider this a mass market paperback? Like, I haven't seen a book like this shape. Like it's like it's a regular book, but it's smaller, but it's also not as like chunky and skinny as like a mass market paperback. I actually really think they're super cute. I did get a few more in this series, so I'll show you the other ones. But before I show you those ones, the next book I got was Come Back to Me by Mila Gray, and I actually own one in this series, and it is a hardcover. Unfortunately, when you order on this website, sometimes there's options to get the books in hardcover and softcover, and sometimes there isn't, just because of the fact that it's like discounted books, so you don't get, there's not an option to get both, and sometimes there's not an option to get the whole entire series. It's just what's on the website. So I do have half of this series now in paperback and half in hardcover, which is kind of disappointing. I kind of hoped that they would all be in paperback, but can't be too picky when they're on sale, honestly. But I do own one of these in hardcover, and it's called Run Away With Me. It's actually just down here. I'm not sure like the order of the series, but I bought 4. That one there, and then like 3 in this haul. And I think there's 5 books in this series in total, so obviously the 5th one was not on the website, otherwise I would have picked that one up. So like I was saying, this one's called Come Back to Me, and I'm pretty sure this is like a companion novel series, so like each one's about a different couple. I hadn't seen too much about this, and I constantly was seeing this on Book Outlet, and I was like, do I want to pick these up? Do I want to try them out? So I did pick out the one that I thought was the most interesting, which is that one there, and that was from my last haul. But then I decided to get the rest of the series and check them out, even though I haven't read that one. But anyways, so yeah, I hadn't heard too much about this, but then I also had seen recently Larry Reed's was hauled some of these on her channel, and decided to check them out. The next one in here is this one here. It's called Stay With Me. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of people on covers. Like I said, I prefer like ones with you know, like the cartoonish look, but I actually kind of like these because they're kind of like more of a blown up image, and it's kind of like this frosted kind of look, so I do kind of like these covers. I think they're kind of cute, and like the font is like over their faces and stuff like that, so I feel like it's a little bit more discreet than, you know, a naked man or something on the cover, so I do like that. And then the last one that I picked up is, this one's a hardcover. This one's called Watch Over Me. And even though they have these like covers like this, the sides of these books are different colors, which I kind of liked. The other one is pink, then we've got a purple, a green, and then this sort of like blue color. I just think they're super cute, and I'm excited to get to this series. I'm hoping I can probably talk my sister into buddy reading this series with me, because I think they're going to be a super cute romance. Let me know if anybody has checked these out. I don't know what the series is called in like as a whole. I just know what the books are called, and I don't see it on here. Maybe it's just called like the Stay With Me series, possibly. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to check those out. The last couple books that are in here are part of the Bridgerton series. I picked up all of the ones that were in the Bridgerton series that they had available. There was one other one that came on after the sale, and I was so tempted to order that one, but I haven't. And this one here is Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. This is Penelope and Colin's story, and actually just like 2 days ago they announced that the 3rd season that is coming to Netflix was supposed to be Benedict's story if it was going in order towards the books, but they've decided to do Penelope and Colin's story, and they are my 2 favorites in the Bridgerton series, so I'm super excited that that is going to be the next season. So I definitely want to read Penelope and Colin's story before the new season comes out of Bridgerton. I have probably about a year now, because the new one just had been released. I'm really excited to get to this one. This is my the one I'm most excited to read out of the Bridgerton books that I picked up. The next one I picked up is When He Was Wicked. It's Francesca's story, so it's one of the younger sisters. Really excited to honestly just read about the Bridgerton series, because I feel like it's going to be so much better in the books, because it always is, than the TV show, and I absolutely love the TV show. So if I love the TV show, I feel like I am just going to devour these books. And then the last one that I have is It's in His Kiss, and this is Hyacinth's story. This is one of the other sisters in the Bridgerton series. I'm really excited that I now have these in my collection. I just think they're so cute as well. They're so tiny, like compared to this book here. Like, so I did pick up 5 of these, and I like that the covers are like, you know, just like people turned around or something like that, so they're kind of discreet. And then the sides of them are all different colors, but they're very like muted tones. Yeah, I just think they're so pretty. And yeah, that is the end of my book haul. I am going to show you how many I have now. Got 1, 2, 16, 17, 18 books in total. See, like I did with the last haul, if I can hold the stack up to show you all of the books. Okay, they're all in frame. This is the entire collection of books that I've just hauled. I am so excited to get to these. My physical TBR is growing like crazy. I have so many books that I need to read, so I definitely think I'm gonna try and limit myself to what books I'm currently picking up, unless there's a really big sale again, because I want to try and get to as many of these books as I can as possible. Honestly, I also have a bunch of books on my phone that I'm currently reading, and I'm really excited. Hopefully my next book video will either be, I'm thinking, either my favorite tropes in books, or I was also thinking my May wrap up, and I have quite a few books that I have currently read, and I mean, May is still not over yet, so I will have lots more books to have for that video, so I'm really excited about that. I've read some really amazing books through the beginning of May that I can't wait to talk about. So that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the books that I've hauled, and maybe this might prompt you to check out Book Outlet and see for yourself. And yeah, hopefully everybody has a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, and happy reading. Bye!